Businesses work together with NGOs and government. If you can get all three bits of the cake in one place, that can be a very formidable combination, because there are some things that government does best, and you need government to drive the political environment, the regulatory environment, to give sustainability a chance. There are many examples of obstruction by governments of sustainability, so that has to work. The NGOs are very, very important, the campaigning NGOs, in terms of raising awareness of problems and issues, and their currency often is fear and troublemaking and keeping business on its toes, which is a legitimate role. There are more moderate, business-friendly NGOs that have to come in with solutions and work with business to audit, to certify, to verify, to validate the green claims that business makes. But in my view, at the end of the day, if you want to crack these problems, you need the resources, the skills, and the capital investment that only business can provide. The challenge for business is to stop thinking in the short-term cycle of quarterly performance and get businesses thinking about what are we going to be like if we're going to be in business in 20, 30, 40, 50 years' time. And the businesses that understand those questions are the ones, I think, that are leading the sustainability debate. The ones that are playing catch-up, wanting quick wins, aren't really getting very far, and it's not surprising. I mean, to some extent, people think it's like sleeping with the enemy. Why would a rainforest campaigner from Greenpeace sit down with McDonald's? Well, actually, what McDonald's has done in terms of getting out of the Amazon, where they were sourcing a lot of soy, has won them great plaudits from Greenpeace. Greenpeace turned up the heat on McDonald's in quite a big way over the soy that was being used to feed chickens for McDonald's chicken nuggets, or whatever they're called. And I know that a lot of NGO campaigners sit down very regularly with people that you might not think they would, business executives and marketeers, and they are increasingly working together, because although the motivations may be completely different, the objectives are the same. And increasingly we're seeing that what works for a multinational company actually is also what works for an NGO. And that's been one of the interesting developments in the last 10 years, is the most unlikely bedfellows working together and actually standing up and praising each other, whereas 30 years ago you'd have struggled to get them in a room. I mean, the truth is that some of the environmental groups can greatly improve business strategy, because they bring insights that you don't see when you spend all your time in conference calls talking within your business. And, whether it's a company like Alliance Boots, the pharmaceutical retailer, and their precautionary approach on chemicals and all the work they've done on carbon management, or whether it's, Unilever changing its tea and working with the Rainforest Alliance to certify tea plantations across Africa, whether it is a company such as Kraft that has gradually moved into a completely sustainable supply chain for its coffee in partnership with NGOs. That's where the action is, in my view. And companies that aren't doing any of this are actually very exposed, and everybody knows who they are.